We're back, and I hope you can see this right here. Readers grow like beanstalks. Do you remember last time when we worked together, we talked about Jack and the Beanstalk and how you are a lot like that beanstalk and you are growing and growing more than you ever will any other year. I know that last time, many of you didn't just read, you chose how you were going to read. Right now, tell your hand, what are some of the ways that you chose to read? I chose to read serious and sad. I also chose to read like a newscaster. So today I want to teach you that when readers choose to read a book, it helps them to think, how does this book want to be read? To answer that, readers give the book a sneak peek, a grown-up second grade sneak peek. So right here, this says, give the book a sneak peek, and then it tells a couple different things to do. So yesterday, I decided to read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, sad and serious. The story of a poor old woman who died. But here's the problem, second graders. This book was written so it wants to be read in a particular way, like most books. And although I could read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, so sad and serious, it's written to be a silly song, to be sung happily. So right here, I can read a little bit of it. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. She swallowed a fly. Why? There was an old lady who swallowed a spider that wriggled and wriggled and jiggled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. She swallowed a fly. Why? There she is with that spider and that fly inside of her. What does she have now? There was an old lady who swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. To catch the spider that wriggled and jiggled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. She swallowed the fly. Why? And this goes on and on. And that's the way the whole story is meant to be read until she swallowed a horse. And then this is supposed to be funny. She's dead, of course, because who can swallow a whole horse? A whole horse? And all those things? My goodness. So it's not meant to be sad and serious. It's meant to be kind of silly. So today I want to point out that even before you start reading a book, it helps to look the book over using a sneak peek to decide how the book wants to be read. Together, let's do a grown-up second grade sneak peek with Katie Woo Has the Flu. We'll still look, really study the cover, right? So here is the cover. Here's Katie Woo. And there she is laying in bed with tissues and a thermometer and her stuffies. So this gives us the idea to read the book in a serious, worried way because she's sick. In second grade, is that all you do to get ready to read? No, of course not. So let's turn it over. And this is called the back blurb. I'll read it and let's think together about whether this helps us think about how the book wants to be read. Is this going to be a super sad book or what? Hi, I'm Katie Woo. My mom says that I have a bug. I thought that meant there is a bug running around in my tummy, but it just means that I'm sick. Now I have to stay home from school and eat boring things like soup and toast. Why won't this flu bug just go away? So what hints does this give us about how the book wants to be read? I'm starting to wonder if it's not really serious and worried at all. It seems like Katie is confused about being sick because she says she thinks there's a bug in her tummy. It also says that she can't go to school and she has to eat boring things like soup. So maybe it wants to be read with a boring, annoyed voice. What do you think? Let's see. So we looked at the title and the cover. We looked at the back blurb. Maybe we should look at the table of contents. Let's go ahead and read that. So here's the inside cover. Katie Woo has the flu. Chapter 1, achoo! Chapter 2, sick at home. Chapter 3, feeling better. It sounds like Katie gets sick in the first chapter. Maybe that's when she's confused about the bug in her tummy. Maybe that part will want to be read in a confused voice. Achoo? Achoo. In chapter 2, she stays home from school. I wonder if she's bored because she's home in bed all day. I bet that chapter will be read in a bored voice. Hi, my name is Katie Woo, and I'm stuck at home with the flu. We'll see. And then at the end, it seems like she's feeling better. Maybe that part wants to be read in a relieved and happier voice. Feeling better. Yeah, that sounds like a happier, more relieved way, right? Second graders, when you did sneak peeks in first grade, you looked at the cover and peeked at a few pages. Am I right? And now, as second graders, you will do even more during your sneak peeks. Reading the blurb right here. That's the thing on the back. And the table of contents, if they have that. So that you can think about not only what the book might be about, but also how your book or parts of your book want to be read. So right now, what I want you to do is take out a book. Remember, being prepared means that you have a book with you every day. So get out that book, and before you decide how you want to read, take a sec to think about how does this book want to be read. To figure that out, remember all these things. And if you have somebody there at home with you who can help you, go ahead and tell them how you think your story should be read. Give it a sneak peek, a second grade sneak peek. So go ahead, you don't need to pause right now. Just go ahead and get that book out and start doing these things. Go. So I hope right now you're looking at the title and the cover and thinking about how does this book want to be read? Don't forget to flip it over to the back and see if there's a blurb. Read that and continue thinking about that. And also, you don't want to forget, go ahead and open it up. Look at the table of contents. See if that has any clues right there for you. Remember in first grade, you would read a little bit. So go ahead and give a little bit of a read to the inside of the book while you're thinking about how does this book want to be read? Three, two, one. You already know quite a lot about the book you're about to read. So now remember, you are in charge of your reading. You get to decide not only what you're going to read, but how you will read it. So go ahead and tell your hand how you think this book wants to be read, and then get started reading it in that way. Ready?
set, go.
Hi, readers. Today we learned about how a book wants to be read. We looked at a couple clues that the author and illustrator provided to tell us how a book wants to be read. We look at the title, we look at the back blurb, and we look at the table of contents. We often even read just a smidge of the story to try out how we think it should be read. Do you remember when I read There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly? Do you remember how I wrote how I was going to read on the cover? I put it on a sticky note and stuck it on the cover as a reminder. Today, I want you to take a picture of your book with your sticky note that tells how this book wants to be read. Post that to Seesaw. Thank you, friends. I can't wait to see what you're reading and how that book wants to be read. Happy reading.